Dreams are so special to us because they are glimpses of the divine within our souls. They show us what we're capable of before we even match it in reality. They guide us, and it's an individual calling. When others don't get it, I think the biggest thing to remember is that it's not for them to get. Even though it can be lonely, even though it can be scary, you have to be 10 toes down, locked in to what is for you. They don't have your dream within them. So they're not gonna see the vision that you have. And it's not up to them to do that. It's up to you to keep at it regardless of who sees it right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Like Magic with Julia. On today's episode, we are talking about cultivating your own path to your dreams. I know a lot of us may have dreams that are very spiritual, creative, artistic, entrepreneurial, and we don't live in a world that really has roadmaps to dreams like those. And so making your own and kind of going on the journey of that alone can be really hard. But before we get into it, as always, I have to ask everyone who watches to please subscribe to this channel because I really just want to build a community full of like-minded people, like-minded women who continue to thrive on the journey of self-love, manifestation, and just have all of the faith in the world, God, the universe. So if you join, you will become one of my gems, and I can't wait to have you because together we will be manifesting our dreams just like magic. Okay, so let's get into it. If you have a dream that is deemed as unconventional, meaning that there isn't like a roadmap to success, I want you to know that that dream is still very possible. It's just as possible as any other dream. Spiritual dreams, artistic dreams, creative dreams, business dreams are so special, and they're so possible. And to me, I really feel like those dreams are extra special because the dream that you have is bigger than any blueprint that exists. I feel like even though it can be intimidating to have a dream that doesn't have a roadmap attached to it, it's still so beautiful because it's so unique. And I really feel that any dream that is that unique is a dream that was specifically crafted for you by God or whatever higher power that exists that you believe in, and just meant for you. It's more than a dream because I feel like it's a life purpose. However, I will say that while it's so beautiful that those dreams exist like that, they can be really intimidating because sometimes what's given to us by God isn't necessarily supported by man. But if you can close your eyes and see yourself being fulfilled by a vision that you have for yourself, regardless of if you have support or if anyone else believes in it as much as you, if you can close your eyes and see that for yourself, but don't necessarily know how to get there, this is the video for you. So the first thing I really want to touch on is the fact that dreams are unique. Just like there are no two people who are alike on this world, there are no two dreams. People may want to aspire to do the same thing in the same industry, but the way in which it's done will be completely different. Even for those people who look up to idols or mentors, just because they're being guided or inspired by other people doesn't mean that the way that they choose to do something will be a copy and paste version of that. Every single person who has a dream has a unique dream. And the reason why I really wanted to emphasize that point is because I think sometimes we tend to naturally turn to people in life for reassurance or validation of our own dreams. Whether it's parents, whether it's friends, whether it's mentors, whether it's family, whoever. Sometimes it can even be other people in that field or industry that we're aspiring to grow in. But we turn to them because we want to know that we're worthy. We want to know that we're on the right path. We want to know that what we're doing is going to pay off. Sometimes we're young and we don't even understand why we have a dream. And so we're looking to someone to guide us. But the thing with that is because dreams are unique, not everyone will understand yours, even if they are living one just like the one that you want. I think it's important to touch on that because when we have dreams, it can be really easy for the people that we cherish, for the people that we look up to, or just keep around to paint our dreams or to guide us in a different direction or to take away from our own intuition or knowing, our inner knowing about what we're meant to do and how we're meant to do it. And I say all that to say, when you have a dream, I want you to remember to never listen to anyone, especially those who did not follow their own path, their own dreams, okay? Now, I know that sometimes that can be really hard advice. Like, what do you mean don't listen to my parents? They know me better than I know myself. Or why would my best friend take me away from my dream? That doesn't make any sense. So I want to revisit that point of dreams are unique to everyone. Dreams are so special to us because they are glimpses of the divine within our souls. They show us what we're capable of before we even match it in reality. They guide us, and it's an individual calling. So imagine your dream. Imagine what you envision yourself living and where you are now. You may be close, you may be far. And then imagine someone else coming up to you with a completely different dream, very, very, very far from where they want to go. You may not see them getting to where they want to be. I say all that to say the people in your life may not see that within you right now, or may not see it or deem it possible. But the thing about it is, nothing is ever possible until it's done. You know, like there are so many firsts, and a lot of the time people are quick to write themselves off, thinking that they aren't special enough or capable enough to be the first one in their family, in their friend group, in the world to do something. But dreams are specific to you. You were chosen for that dream because it is yours to fulfill. And I personally think that everyone on earth has been given a divine purpose, a very big dream. Sometimes people choose to turn away from those dreams because they fear failure, because they fear like it's too hard, they fear it's too difficult, they fear they won't be able to live up to it. And so sometimes they choose a more conventional path. But what happens when you do that and someone else comes along and says, hey, look, I have this very big dream? Naturally, sometimes you then try to tell them that it's not realistic or it's unpredictable and it's not the best fit for them. So sometimes people guide you down a road that they're more comfortable with, leading you away from what was always yours. If someone ever says your dream is too big, your dream is out of reach, your dream is too hard, do not listen to them. They don't know what you feel. They don't know what you're connected to. And guess what? Your dream currently may not be in its final stage. You may have an even bigger dream down the line, or your dream just may look different. Dreams grow with you, but it's about staying connected to what's true to you. And unfortunately, a truth in life is that people sometimes will challenge what's true to you, and you can still love them and they can still have a very big place in your life. Be confident in what you know is for you. And the thing about it is, traditional dreams have linear paths. If you go to college and study a certain major and do an internship and gain some experience, you're going to most likely get a job in that field, work a few years in that position, get promoted, and so on and so forth. There you go. That's the path. Unconventional dreams don't have that. They don't have that linear path. And I think sometimes the way that, the world works is there's sometimes more of an emphasis on structure than spirituality, doing something that will get you guaranteed success versus risking something because it feels aligned with your soul and your spirit. And so naturally, of course, there will be people that doubt you along the way. And that's a really isolating and scary experience to go through. It's sad, because you want to be able to kind of just rip out all of the confidence and inner knowing that you have for yourself and show it to other people. Or you want people to be able to believe in you as much as you believe in you. Sometimes it doesn't add up that way, and that can be really, really hard. When others don't get it, I think the biggest thing to remember is that it's not for them to get. Even though it can be lonely, even though it can be scary, You have to be 10 toes down, locked in to what is for you. They don't have your dream within them. So they're not going to see the vision that you have. And it's not up to them to do that. It's up to you to keep at it regardless of who sees it right now. That dream was given to you for a reason. You were chosen for that dream. And those types of dreams don't come with instructions. But I really believe that the reason why they don't come with instructions is because it's a part of your purpose on this journey of chasing that dream to become the person who builds those instructions for yourself. I feel like whenever you have a creative, artistic, spiritual dream, it's more of an experience than anything. It's not just a destination to get to a certain point in your life where you have certain things. It's really about building yourself up and like all of the self development and self-concept growth that goes into it during the journey. The crazy thing is, like I said this in the intro, if you can close your eyes and see the vision that you have for yourself and feel all of the feelings in that moment and really just be there, that vision exists. Like it's science. If you can see it, if you can feel it, that version of yourself, that reality already exists. Your job is to build and walk towards it. And walking towards it doesn't mean knowing exactly what to do at all times. It means walking towards it and doing what you can with what you have at this moment. I think a lot of people get stuck at this point of, I know I want more, but like, what do I do today about it? And the truth is, that's going to look very different for everyone because everyone is on a different point. Maybe you're just starting, right? Maybe you're just coming to terms with the fact that you have this dream and it's not going anywhere. Maybe you've tried to turn it away. Maybe you're years into it and you're trying to work on being consistent or build momentum. I don't know. It can be so different for every single person. But regardless of where you are, some things that have personally helped me is just understanding where I am right now and being present within that, like being where my feet are. Understanding that like this is not something to rush. If I have this dream, then I have to be present in every step of the journey, right? Like it's not going to look like skipping steps 10 through 30 just to get to 31 because that's where the success is, right? Like it's really going through all of those things. One of my cousins actually told me like, when you work your way up from the bottom, you know exactly what it takes at every level. And that's how the best bosses, the best business owners, the best entrepreneurs really develop because they know what it's like. They know what it takes. They know the mindset and the mental of what it's like at every single level. To me, it's not about pursuing my dream so that everyone can see it and it being a source of validation. To me, it's really about pursuing it because it's so true to me and it's a part of my life and a part of my purpose. And so there's no rush for me anymore. Sometimes, of course, I'm human. Like I want it badly and like I envision and fantasize about it, but like it's really not about that in the end. It's really just about me being connected to something that feels like it's aligning with me and my life. So with that being said, some things that have really helped me stick to my dream for me and like be present in it and just do what I can with what I have at every single stage is just creating and pursuing things that go towards my dream every single day, even if it's 5%, doing what I can. Like if it's writing down material for a video or just like something simple. And I say all of this knowing that like every single day I don't feel like doing that. You know, I feel far away sometimes from my dreams. Some days I feel really close, but it's not about what you feel. It's about showing up. Like even on days where you're going to have your dream, you're still going to wake up some days and not want to do the thing that you're fantasizing about. It's human nature, but you do it anyway. It's about building habits too. And so training myself to do something towards it every single day. And honestly, most times it's natural. I'm excited. It gets me inspired. And with that, like doing things in private, not bragging about things, not boasting, or even just telling people, besides bragging, besides boasting, just keeping things to myself. Because like I said, if I'm doing this for me and there's no validation attached to it, I don't need to tell people that I'm working on my goals, I'm working on my dreams. I'm doing it for me. So there's no reason for me to be talking about it with all of my friends or all of my family. And plus, like I think in early stages of dreams, there is this gap where artistic, spiritual individuals need to experiment. Anyone actually needs to experiment, and trial and error occurs. Like I said, success isn't going to happen instantly. And so doing things in silence also helps you build confidence for yourself, because the more cooks in the kitchen, the more critiques you're going to have, and your head is just going to spin with confusion. You're not going to be connected to that inner knowing, inner voice, intuition. You're going to be trying to handle all of the noise. So for me, doing things my way in silence, guiding myself, and knowing that if I need something, I have access. And with that, I really love to just study people who live a life that I resonate with, whether it's that they're doing something similar to what I want to be doing for myself, or just people who have a mindset, a resilient mindset, a success mindset. I really like to seek out what it is I feel I need, whether it's consistency, whether it's positivity, whether it's spirituality, and just not only study people and their habits, but also really listen to their advice. Like, I really watch a lot of interviews and podcasts to keep me in alignment with where I want to go, but also keep me inspired, keep me in the momentum of my dreams, and just around individuals who have succeeded or who have, endured challenges, and hearing how they've navigated that is also really, really key. So if you're someone who has a dream that is so sacred to you but doesn't have a roadmap, I want you to know that I see you and that it is very possible. Keep trying, keep believing, and keep showing up. I know it won't look like everyone else's path, and that sometimes can be scary, but guess what? No one else has the dream that you have in your heart. It's normal to feel misunderstood, doubted, critiqued, but guess what? When you get your dream, your reality won't look like theirs. Remember to be kind to yourself on this journey. You are doing life for the first time, as if that's not overwhelming enough right now. But you're doing everything that you can in your power to get to where you want to be, and that is beautiful in itself. So give yourself some grace, be kind to yourself. You're right where you need to be, and you're more brave than you think. Keep building your dream one faithful step at a time, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. I had the pleasure of making it for you today. Let me know what else you want to see. I will see you all soon. Bye.